Hi, wherever you are in the world. My name is Farhana, but you can call me Far. I'm the CEO of Farbit Solutions. Uh, Currently, we have two interns coming in, and they have served us for 2 weeks. And every week, they need to submit a weekly video report and what's in the box weekly update. So, for internship, we are quite different, and the way we work is quite different. We like to humanize work, so hope you enjoy the videos.
Hi there, good evening. I'm Bernard Matthews Soma. I'm back for another video. I'm going to recap what we have done in week 1 as an intern at Farbit Solutions. So, day 1, 10th of August 2020. The first thing was we were given a small briefing on our 10-week program, on what we were going to do throughout the 10 weeks. Followed by our very first task, our very first activity, which was what's in the box. There were components, breadboards, soldering kits, old used mobile phones, laptops, like used laptops, really used ones, really old ones. And most importantly, from those items, we discovered two main microcontrollers. One would be the PIC 16F877A and the ESP32 from Espressif. So the main motive, or what's in the box of that day, was to identify the brains of the system for our embedded system project throughout these 10 weeks. So we were to identify those brains, and those brains were the PIC 16F877A and the Espressif ESP32. So that would do for task 1. We move on to task 2. So task 2 was basically contract management. We were given 2 contracts, each and one of us, for B13A and B21-13 units, apartment studio units in Empire Damansara. So the contract management was basically about the rental agreement for the unit, and we actually had to get those contracts, get those rental agreements stamped and verified by LHDN before we emailed them to the customers themselves. So that was basically task 1 for day 1. We managed to complete until the stamping, but we didn't get to go to LHDN. Yeah, basically we were given a brief tour on how the booking system worked in the Airbnb units and how customers would actually go in and out, how they gain access to the access cards, and how they would return it. Yeah, that was pretty much it for day 1. Day 2, basically the continuation of day 1's task was day 2, which meant that we had to head out to the office again and get those stamps, get those verification from LHDN. However, that didn't go on well. There was some miscommunication at the LHDN office in Bangi, and they had to redirect us to LHDN of Jalan Reko. But by the time we got there, we were late.
No! God, please, no!
For day 3, it was the continuation of day 1 and day 2. But however, we managed to get those verifications from LHDN, and finally the rental agreement was successfully scanned and emailed to the customers, and we carried on for preparing for the next task for the next day. The next lesson was basically to learn about a smart lock, in which we were actually going to fix it at one of the tenants, one of the units in Empire Damansara. Day 4, Thursday, we headed out to Empire Damansara, and there were 2 tasks for 2 rooms. I had to change the access card. I had to get a new access card, as well as checking the pest control status, looking for any signs of live pests in the room still, following the pest control activity on 7th of August. So those are the 2 main tasks for Thursday, day 4. Day 5, we headed out to another unit in Bangi, one of the new Airbnb units, and there were just a heap of unwanted inventory. So we were assigned to clear out those inventory the unwanted stuff by selling them online. So what we did was we gathered out some of the items and we took photos, and finally we advertised them on Facebook Marketplace as well as Shopee for sale. And that pretty much concludes all the activities covered in week 1 during our internship. That'll be it. Thank you very much.